Hi everyone, welcome to your course GE ELEC3C. I will be your instructor for the half of this trimester. My name is Engineer Janaika A. Tapiador. So as you can see, that is the title of our course GE ELEC3C. Particularly, this will cover technical writing. So this is just a short introduction on the things that you need to know and the things that you have to learn throughout the duration of this course. So we will be covering 5 topics for today. The very first one is your course description. So this course deals on the nature and essentials of technical communication, skills and strategies for reading and writing literature reviews, journal articles, and technical reports in academic writing mode. This also highlights the development of students' skill in making oral presentation. The next one is your course learning outcomes. Your course learning outcomes is commonly referred to as your CLO. These are the things that you need to achieve at the end of the course for you to be able then to pass the subject. At the end of this course, the students shall be able then to CLO number 1, develop technical communication skills that would help them cope with college work and with the demands of everyday life. Your CLO number 2, understand the technical writing method and become more proficient at expressing themselves. The third CLO, appreciate the role of technical writing in the chosen profession. Your CLO number 4, write specific reports and documents with a sense of specific audience, a detailed understanding of purpose, and the protocol of the technical documentation process. Your fifth CLO, demonstrate the ability to write effectively different types of business letters. And your sixth CLO, make an informational presentation. So next up is your course syllabus and topic learning outcomes. So during the midterm, we will be covering module number 1, which is entitled Nature and Essentials of Technical Communication, wherein the subtopics are definition of technical writing, significance of technical writing, basics of oral and written communication. Also under midterm is your module number 2, principles of technical writing, wherein the subtopics are literary texts versus technical texts, and dominant patterns in technical writing, wherein we will describe the process, the mechanism, the classification, and analysis of a technical paper. Also included in the midterm is your module number 3, which is developing an effective writing style, wherein we will talk about the elements of style, including the choice of words, your sentence structures, your language proficiency, reader's level of knowledge, and your personal writing style. So at the end of midterms, these are the topic learning outcomes, or we commonly refer to it as your TLOs. For letter A, define technical writing. So as you can see here, after define technical writing, you have CLO number 1, CLO number 2. Now, one thing that you have to understand is every topic learning outcome is actually interconnected with a certain CLO or course learning outcome. So when you are able then to define what technical writing is, you have already achieved CLO number 1 and CLO number 2. So letter B, discuss the importance of technical writing as whole and specifically in the field of their study. When you are able then to do that, CLO number 1, number 2, and number 3 is already achieved. So you get to see that for every TLO, a CLO is achieved. So letter C, explain the basics of oral and written technical communication. Letter D, differentiate literary texts from technical texts. Letter E, identify the various patterns of technical writing. Letter F, create your own paragraph using any pattern in technical writing. So included in the midterm TLOs are your distinguish the elements of style in technical writing, be able to have a wise choice of words, be acquainted with the structure of sentences, identify the prospect readers, and letter L, construct a writing using your own style of writing. So for the final term, you have your module number 4, which includes the writing process. And under the writing process, you have the sentence and its components, the pre-writing process, planning and journal writing, writing a draft, post-writing or revising, proofreading, and lastly, publishing. So as you can see, this is actually in preparation to your project study. That's why it is being required that you should have been or you should be in your higher years, preferably 3rd years and 4th years when you take up this particular course. So also included in the finals is your module number 5, business communication, wherein we get to talk about the kinds of business letters, the parts of a letter, and the formats of a letter. And lastly, module number 6 for the finals, we will talk about the nature of research. The definition, the facts, the fallacies, the types of research, and the basic elements of a research. So at the end of the final term, these are the topic learning outcomes that you should achieve. Letter A, identify the sentence structures. Letter B, utilize the factors that contribute to the effectiveness of sentences. Letter C, use motor skills in writing sentences. Letter D, organize significant and interesting sentence topic. Letter E, appreciate the importance of different topic generating techniques. Letter F, enhance the writing skills through free writing. Identify and explain the different kinds, parts, and formats of a business letter. Identify and explain the meaning, facts, and fallacies of research. And letter I, give and differentiate the types of research. So the 4th topic is course outcomes assessment tools. I believe you are already familiar with this, having that you are already in your higher years. So we have two tools that we use in order to assess if you have already achieved the course learning outcomes. And these are your class standing, which will be composed of your quiz, sit works, homeworks, and presentation. And of course, your exam, which will comprise of your midterm and final exam. So lastly is the computation of your scores. So I believe you already know how to compute your scores or grades. Let me just refresh. your memory on how it is being computed. So first up is your raw midterm score or your RMS, wherein it consists of your 50% class standing plus 50% of your midterm exam score. It's actually the same for your raw final score. That will be 50% of the class standing and 50% of the final exam score. And finally, the final score or your final grade, which is 50% of your midterm score and 50% of your raw final score. So please take note that the passing score is 60%. So there's a note here below. Scores are transmuted to an equivalent grade where a score of at least 60% will be the minimum passing grade of 75. So for all activities that we'll be doing for this course, you should get at least 60% so that that particular 60% score will be transmuted to a passing grade of 75. So I think that's it for this particular introduction. The first topic that we will be covering next meeting is all about module number 1, that is technical writing. So keep posted for the announcement, and you will see more upcoming videos regarding the topics that will be covered throughout this course. Please stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Goodbye, class.